A waitress at 2J's waits on a table full of friends. They pay with their credit card. A few days later, bogus charges on all their bank statements. Jason Franzik believes that the lens can be used for capturing the full experience of the arts. The victim tells authorities that she was walking toward this intersection when three men drove up to her in a black Honda and one of them yelled, "Take her," according to the Pew Research Center. About 43% of blacks are skeptical that America will ever make the changes needed to achieve equal rights with whites. A 15-year-old girl runs to her mother in tears after a man exposes himself in a public shopping aisle. Reporting live in the heart of Pine Hills, we are located at the intersection of West Colonial and Hastings Street, where we are awaiting the arrival of President Donald Trump. Throughout the week, people continue to bring flowers, teddy bears, and wreaths, all lining the City of Orlando Police Department in memory of Master Sergeant Deborah Clayton. That's right, we are here in Winter Park where police have increased patrols because of that tragic incident. Down here you can see a makeshift memorial with flowers and candles, all in remembrance of that Winter Park High School student. Transfer and Transition Services is located here at Howard Phillips Hall. According to UCF yearly admission statistics, transfer students make up to 54% of the UCF student population, making them the majority here on UCF's campus. Imagine these chairs filled with students, but no teachers. With more students enrolling and less teachers sticking it out, it's a problem not only for Seminole County, but statewide.
It's hard to tell someone our experience when they haven't taken the time out to walk in our shoes. 25-year-old UCF student Ikenna Achalanu was walking from Garage F when four Caucasian men rolled down their window, yelled a racial slur, then sped off. Achalanu alerted police, the Multicultural Student Center here on campus, and family, but received no justice. Think about, okay, this happened to me now. What happens to other students? What will they do? Will they keep quiet? I try to raise my voice. It's not being heard.
To kick off Black History Month, MSC hosted the Evolution of Power, an event that pushes the idea of equality on campus. Cultural Director for MSC, Shia Morgan, believes that there's still work to be done.
You all have equality. It's just how much of that equality is represented.
According to the Pew Research Center, about 43% of blacks are skeptical that America will ever make the changes needed to achieve equal rights with whites. Africana Studies Program Director Anthony B. Major says there's no such thing as a level playing field.
Sounds like a simple thing, but in reality, when banks don't loan to black folks, or there's a red line, or you don't get the same type of education, or like he said, the schools that need the help don't get it because it's based on a tax structure, then it's not a level playing field.
Your version of equality is us staying quiet and not addressing the issue. When we address the issue, you guys get so uncomfortable. We need to make them uncomfortable.
Achalanu believes that the only way change will come is with action. In Orlando, Barmel Lyons, UCF Nightly News. Halters, name tags, horses. Freedom Ride, a nonprofit organization, turns Air Force veteran Josh Given's life around for the better. Executive Director Marianne Gray says the Veterans Therapy Program made a difference.
A lot of the veterans suffered from head trauma, and it was just a real treat to be able to help them.
Given's stepfather, Henry Nazinski, says it's almost like Josh was crying out for help.
I remember when Josh came back from the military, how confused he was, looking for help, almost crying for help.
The civilian world made him feel trapped.
Most of the time, not even out of my room. I would just be in my little man cave hole, and it totally flipped me around because I wasn't communicating with anyone.
With equine therapy, horses act like mirrors for emotion, forcing people to address them. Equine therapists say that veterans can lower emotional stress by petting and building a bond with the animal. Rusty is the horse Josh bonded with, the horse that helped him get his life back. In Orlando, Barmel Lyons, UCF Nightly News. Jason Franzik, a Navy veteran and UCF graduate, is now the senior photographer and lead graphic designer of Artborn magazine. Jason Franzik believes that the lens can be used for capturing the full experience of the arts. With the help of the Veterans Academic Resource Center, Jason turned his passion for photography into a career. Lauren Shish-Taylor, coordinator of BARC Support Services, provided Jason with resources to juggle school and family.
He made a decision somewhere along the way, and I could see it in his, in the way that he presented himself, that he was going to do this, and he was going to get through all of these things, and he was going to get to that next thing.
Jason's friend of 12 years, Michael Pierre, says the VARC was his support system.
Provides a camaraderie that does boost your confidence. It lets you know that there are others like you going through the struggle, and that there's somebody there for you. And that's exactly what the military service is like, that gives you the ingrained impression on you're not alone. You're never alone.
Jason hopes that sharing his experience will inspire other veterans to know that they can do it too.
Remember boot camp. You made it through that. That was my fall to mantra for everything. I just remembered how it was in boot camp, and that I survived that with people yelling at me and just having to endure arduous task after task after task, and passing after passing after passing every obstacle. That nothing is impossible, that you made it through that, you made it through your time in service. How can school with a bunch of 20-somethings be harder?
The next issue of Artborn magazine will be distributed throughout the month of November. In Orlando, Barmel Lyons, UCF Nightly News.